it's nice to read like supportive messages sometimes, because I feel like the online world can be so, I'm not just talking about me, but like a lot of just what I've been seeing online has been really negative.
You might have been watching SACCONEJOLYs for, like myself and Annie, you might have been following us since 2008. You know, a long time ago we made YouTube videos. It was a lot more fun. And I just think that like sometimes when I'm editing, I'm always like, this is so crap, this is so boring, no one's gonna like this.
Hi, how are you?
Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we've got another SACCONEJOLY update. I've been doing quite a lot of these recently because it feels like, I've said it a million times, whenever anything is going quiet on their channel, they seem to just bait us with a bit of controversy. We've had it recently with Anna. Jonathan hasn't really been in the vlogs that much. However, he's gotten such a big amount of pushback on his own channel. And you know, the same goes. Like a commenter said, another day, another Jonathan Jolie drama. Now there are a couple things that I do want to be talking about, so I'll leave them nice and chaptered. Some things which are more fleeting than others, so yeah, you can just have a little look at my chapters and see what your fancy is. But I do want to start it off by something that Anna said. Now, I have talked about the fact that her kids might be getting, that the kids might be getting homeschooled. They've talked about potentially pulling their kids out. They've also badmouthed the school, said the school is really, really expensive. Anna is apparently being bullied at the school gates, and the list goes on. And then their kids are having mental health days. So me, and actually quite a few of you guys, have this sneaky suspicion that maybe they're looking to pull their kids out because they can't afford it anymore. But this is just something that I think, not what I know. This is just, it's speculation based off of the content that I've seen them put out. Now, interestingly enough, Anna said the other day that she'd actually hired a maths tutor for their eldest daughter, and this is what she had to say.
Yeah, a tutor, which I know sounds mad because she's only 10, but it was to help her, especially with her maths, because during COVID she like fell so behind in maths because I think she did not like the online learning thing. I didn't like it. I thought it was, kids just, I think teenagers maybe and like older kids did okay with it, but she was really little still. She was what, like...
Now, I got some questions. I remember following them quite a lot during the whole COVID thing. Actually, it was around the back end of COVID when I then started covering them. They were like pretty much the very first people I ever did any commentary on. And what I remember happening, what if I can remember, and if any of you guys can remember, I remember Anna especially, because she seemed to be the one that was doing it, and a bit, who knows, okay? I just remember Anna saying that she really, really, really didn't like doing any of the like homework and tutoring, and their kids were falling behind. Now this is like, you know what I mean? I feel like with a lot of kids and a lot of people that were at uni, I had some friends that were still like kind of older going to uni, and it was a bit of a kerfuffle. Like it was a bit of a hassle because they did fall behind in quite a lot of things. However, these are the two people that are still saying, like, you know, that keep on dropping these little hints about their kids not being in school. Jonathan kind of alluding to the fact that he wants to take his kids out for a little bit, but the one time that the kids were there under their supervision, they fell behind. I'm just like, and Anna was saying how she didn't like doing the whole, you know, schooling at home. Basically, I'm just saying this just to back up my point further, that I'm sure that her kid, I don't even want to really talk about, you know, the specifics of why her kid was falling back, because it's not my business, it's none of your business. I'm just saying that a lot of kids fell back, and then, you know, being reintroduced to school and, you know, just the way that it is. And I do get that a lot of people homeschool, and I'm fully supportive of homeschooling. However, you know how I feel about family vloggers who homeschool their kids and don't really do anything, like the Ingham family and all of these other people. Well, I just don't want the SACCONEJOLYs. I would hate to think that the SACCONEJOLYs would actually do this, like actually take their kids out of school, when they have both said how much they don't really enjoy like the homework element of it. It makes, in my head, it makes no sense.
I've said this before, you know, it's like sometimes the school like moves really fast, and let's say if you don't get the hang of some like a basic thing, look at these lines from the blinds, if you don't get a hang of a basic thing, they just move on. And she found the foundation of maths during COVID, she just got left behind, you know.
But whose job was it to ensure that she wouldn't get left behind? It's yours. If she's like responding well to a one-to-one tutor and she's all fine, it must just be the people who were teaching her this in the very first place.
You know, everything she learned, they've moved on to like, you know, long division equations, like all this more complicated stuff, and she's still sitting here like, I don't understand the foundation of maths. And then during her tutoring, they've pulled it all back, and it's like she's learning the basics again.
You know, the thing is that this wouldn't even matter if Jonathan himself and Anna hadn't been like bad-mouthing the school. Jonathan saying that he was thinking about taking them out, and oh, you know, you'll just do so much better here. It's like, well, they obviously haven't done well academically at home underneath your supervision, because the kid can't do a maths. She can do a maths with a tutor, but she can't do it with you, and that's all I'm saying. You know, I just can't see why he can't put 2 and 2 together. It's like, oh, my child was okay at maths, and then during COVID, when we were in charge of doing the maths with her, she then didn't get very, like, she's now fallen behind, and we have to hire a tutor on top of the very expensive school we send her to. And it's just like, do you know, does everyone get what I mean? I'm not trying to be rude, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to make sense of why. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to make sense of the why.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it to school today. She needs a mental health day.
Bearing in mind, this is also the same child who, within a couple of days of actually going back to school after the holidays, needed like a mental health day, which I am not totally buying this is even correct. Like, I just don't get it. If your child is genuinely stressed, why are you making a TikTok? In what universe is you filming her going retail therapying gonna solve the issue? I don't think retail therapy is really gonna solve the issue. It's nice that he's spending time with his kid, but it's pretty ironic how the only time he's really spending time with them that we can see, because of course they vlog all day, you can see it, is done for a camera anyway. The whole thing looks set up. You want my honest opinion? My honest opinion is that this was filmed on the weekend. This is just what I think. I don't know. I just think it's really bizarre. Anyway, that video got mad amounts of backlash. People weren't very happy about it either, so I'll just flag up the comments left and right. But yeah, people weren't very happy about that. There's like a slew of videos that people aren't very happy about over on his channel. But like I say, they will do controversial things to get clicks, and I do think that kids are entitled to have breaks, to have mental health days. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that generally, if that's the case, you don't make a full-on TikTok out of it. Do you see what I mean? Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I am surprised that they have actually managed to keep up with the daily vlogs for this long. I'm mega surprised, because they took a little hiatus. They've taken several hiatuses, but then they come back but don't upload as regularly. However, these guys have actually been doing daily vlogs, but I always find just before they break and just before they go away for a little bit, or just before something big changes, they start either complaining about the negativity, or Jonathan then starts kind of like bad mouthing his own content, or just saying like, oh, it's just so boring, or kind of making you believe that he's had enough of YouTube, if you get what I mean. And I've caught up with that, and I've noticed it in the past few vlogs. Of course, Jonathan's not in it as much, but they both don't seem that happy to be doing this. And I said it before, to be a family channel, right, it's just day in, day out vlogging all the time. Can you imagine if you just wake up one morning like, I don't really fancy doing this, but the only way of you making a lot of money is just by video recording your whole lives. And I've found some snippets of Jonathan literally being like, oh, the vlogs are boring, like they're boring. It's just like, why put them out? Like, why would you want to stay in a job that you doesn't really look like you want to do? I mean, I don't want them to do the job, because I hate the way they exploit their kids. But do you see what I mean? I feel like a lot of these family vloggers are literally stuck in this weird hamster wheel.
But I was saying to Anna, it's like, I don't watch a lot of YouTube content anymore. I kind of find myself more into the snackable stuff, more into like the short form stuff, where it's like, just get to the point, just get to the point, just get to the point. It's like we've just been around a long time, and you know what I mean? There's only so much you can do with the thing. And I don't know. I was saying, I was like, that's probably what people like SACCONEJOLYs, like these people, if you guys are still watching the vlogs here, you know, they're not that exciting, and you know, we're not they're not like the olden days with the babies and all the stuff that we used to do. And plus, like, teen times have changed. Everyone's on the snackable, the short stuff.
I feel like if you're a content creator and your whole main aim is to make content for the public that people enjoy watching, you know, a bit like a film creator, if you're saying that they're boring or whatever, and you sound like you don't enjoy your job, just don't do it, because you're trying to make something that people will find enjoyable. And if you're not enjoying it and you're not like putting effort and stuff and you don't like what you're producing, quite honestly, what is the point? Like, what is even the point?
You know, that's where my attention's been for the last nearly 4 years now. Just think that, like, sometimes when I'm editing, I'm always like, this is so crap, this is so boring, no one's gonna like this, I should just delete all this. I wanna take the whole 15-minute video and compress it into 15 seconds of just snackable content. Boom, 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 boom.
There was once a time where Jonathan turned around and said that they don't earn any money from their TikTok, you know, when they were heavily exploiting Edie over there. And they were like, well, how can we do that? Because we don't earn any money from TikTok. And I'm like, well, why hell have you been putting all your energy for the past 4 years into something that doesn't earn you any money? Like, tell me that. Riddle me that one, Jonathan.
An understanding of us, and you know a lot about our lives and everything we've shared, but there's so much context that doesn't get shared, you know, because like I said, you know, it's like people tend to, you know, a long time ago when we made YouTube videos, it was a lot more fun, and we used to just say everything, and we were so open, and I think people really enjoyed that about our content. And people nowadays sometimes on the vlogs here would say, oh, the vlogs are boring, and I'm like, I know, but I can't show any of the fun stuff anymore because every time I share something, people come at you.
Once again, he's sounding like he doesn't really want to be doing this, but he's like, people come at you. It's like, only if you do stuff that's controversial, you're always gonna have people that are gonna disagree with the way that you parent, the way that your kitchen looks, the way that like, that's just the way of the world. That is literally anyone's opinion. It's just because on the internet, you're behind a screen, and you know, people don't know who you are. People feel like they can say whatever they want, not thinking about other people's feelings. But quite well and truly, how much more backlash can you guys even get at this point? I mean, you're still getting backlash, and you say that you're not showing all the fun stuff. It's like, what fun stuff are we talking about?
You know, and then, you know, so it's like, sometimes it's like, it's kind of ruined itself, you know what I mean? The era of free sharing on YouTube, I feel like it's over because it just gets destroyed really quickly, and it's really sad, you know? So we try and do our best over here and sharing, you know, myself and Anna's lives a little bit. I feel like it's way more Anna nowadays, only because, you know, I did the vlogs for so long, and it just, you know, you know, I've said it a million times, you know, it's like, you can't do daily vlogs for 10 years and not have some kind of effect on your life.
You know, because I remember when Jonathan used to film all the time, and Anna didn't look. I remember when they did that Stacey Dooley documentary, and she did not look like she wanted to be there. She didn't look like she wanted to vlog. She even said something a bit like she'd trade it all for like just having Jonathan more present or something a bit like that. And now that Jonathan is completely burnt out, he's not really appearing as much. And whenever he does appear, he makes all of these little like shortcuts, basically talking about how much he doesn't really like filming the vlogs, or like being on the vlogs, editing the vlogs, anything to do with the vlogs. And you then have Anna that's more present, Anna pretending to put on a happy smiley face. Do you see what I mean? It's like the cracks are now reappearing all over again. And we go through this roundabout swing once a year with the SACCONEJOLYs. I genuinely think they are only doing this for the money. That is it. I don't think they enjoy doing it anymore. I don't think they do. And Anna did actually have something to say, because now Anna has started being a bit controversial to try and get more clicks. She's now saying all this other stuff as well. Like she's now saying, oh, you know, people need to be nicer, and it's like, Anna, my love, you can't be controversial, have backlash, and then tell people to be nice, because you've got to be nice as well, you know? It takes two to tango.
Because yeah, no, it's nice to read like supportive messages sometimes, because I feel like the online world can be So I'm not just talking about me, but like a lot of just what I've been seeing online has been really negative. And so when I hear from like actual real life people, not real life, well, they are real life people, but you know, people, and they leave really supportive messages, and they like talk about their own experiences and stuff like that, it just really I don't know, it's really uplifting to me. So thank you for that.
You know, at this point, I really just don't know what the future holds for their channel. I said this ages ago. I don't know what the future holds. I don't think they really know. I really do believe that they're both just doing this for the money. I mean, loads of big YouTubers stopped doing YouTube because they just couldn't do it anymore. They couldn't do the daily uploads. They couldn't do this and that. But it just becomes so clear that this is the only reason why they're doing it. And they'll keep on posting controversial things because it will get them more attention. And it will be a cycle. They'll then leave. They'll then come back. They'll then complain. It just goes on. But I just wanted to just highlight this a little bit, because I feel like a lot of people over on TikTok have started talking about the SACCONEJOLYs again, and there's just so much information out there. I've done loads of videos on them. There's just I don't think they're ever gonna change. I mean, that's just evident, and they'll do whatever they do to make money, but it doesn't look like they're very happy. And to me, honestly, I'd much rather have a happy, poor existence than a rich, sad, bored, fed up one. And that's just something that I have learned. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go now, but have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.
I'm just doing my 14-step skincare routine. Don't mind me.